Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we've got a bit of a change for you. It is a Saturday, but we're not doing a park run. We're doing a 10-mile trail run with the Sunnywood Project. So this event is called Conquer the Wild, and we're going to be exploring the trails in and around the north of Bury. So this is going to be our first proper organised trail run, as you can see. We've got the weir there. We're going to check in with you at several points along the run. It's nice and chilled, it's not a race, but we're going to document it for you guys and see how we get on. So we'll see you in a bit, guys. So, course today is about 9k uphill. I'll try and get it on the camera. And that hill there, we're going to be going to the top of. Oh. Yeah. So it's pretty much 9k of solid uphill. Got about 320 metres of elevation gain to get to the top of that hill, which is Holcombe Hill, with Peel Tower at the top of it. So we'll be going up to there and then heading back down towards Bury. As you can see, we are donning the trail running vest today. I definitely feel like I've overpacked a little bit, but better to be safe than sorry. That being said, we've done quite well today for the weather. We've had stormy wind blow through. Is it Owen?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we've had stormy wind blow through in the last couple of days. So we had 60-mile-an-hour winds yesterday. This morning is lovely. There's no wind. It's crisp. About 1-2 degrees. Got clearish skies. No rain. Couldn't have gone better, to be honest. So this is a different skill entirely to what I'm used to, though. I have to concentrate so hard to put my feet down in the right place. We're also going a little bit quicker than I thought, but it's not too bad. One thing about trails, lots of gates to deal with. Well, I've been going for about 15 minutes. We've already gone through about 4 gates. As you can see, there's a couple of specks of ice on the ground. It's nothing too serious. Got some muddy bits as well. That's half of the fun.
Say that again, sorry. I'm very clumsy, so I'm taking it easy on these bits. Oh, it's alright.
Trying out some waterproof socks today. Don't know how they'll go. We'll see.
You commenting on the Facebook?
Yeah, try not to fall over them steps. Otherwise you'll be on camera. We've got some serious incline going on here. It's quite a rocky path as well. Heart rate's quite high right now. Nearly at the top. You alright?
Mine's 177.
I don't know what mine is. 173 is my heart rate. Oh. Hopefully that comes back down soon. Yes. I'm holding the camera up right there, that's just how steep this hill is. Weather's just decided to catch up with us. We got hailstone. I'm running a long sleeve t-shirt. Lovely. So I don't know if you can see the tower at the top of this hill. That's where we're going. Currently we're going downhill a bit though. That means there's even more uphill to do. So fingers crossed. we get to it, and your legs don't give up. I did a run with Clarence runners in Bury on Thursday night 2 days ago. I've had a bit of a tight calf since, and there is some recovery work on it. As long as we don't go too fast today, I think I'll be alright. So we're currently in Hulkenbrook, heading up to Peel Tower. We're quite a big group today actually, there's about 40 of us. If you don't see many people in the background, it's because there's some people who don't want to be on camera. So, trying to avoid getting too many people in front of the lens. Oh, here comes the weather. Right, we're off up this way. So we've just come from down there. Nice little waterfall there. And we're now off up the hill. Oh, right up there. You see them bridges down there? That's where we've just come from. And now we're trying not to sink in these scorchy steps. Oh, this is steep. Just coming out on the top of the hill. I think we've just gone up about 1,000,000 steps. As you can tell, my breathing is dying. Look at that.
When I played, a lot of fans have played. They've played that many drop shots. I find it hard to smash.
We did it. We got to the top of the hill. Not near enough. There's only a little bit to go. So, this is Holcombe Hill. That's Peel Tower. That's named after Robert Peel, who is the founder of the modern police force and former Prime Minister of Great Britain. And I'll spin the camera around. This is the view we've got. To say, yesterday we had 60-mile-an-hour winds. I think we've done pretty well. As you can probably hear, we haven't got any wind up here today. We do have the white stuff on the floor. And we have been through some very boggy steps on the way up here. And I've just had a flapjack. One of the benefits of trail running, you can have real food, not gels. But I don't know how to breathe and eat at the same time. If any of you guys are trail runners, let me know, how do you eat when you're out of breath? Because I was nearly drowning on flapjack. I've got some grey clouds, but they don't look too threatening at the moment. It's supposed to stay dry, even though we have had a little bit of hailstone. But the good thing about hailstone is it just bounces off you, it doesn't get you wet. So my t-shirt's still dry. Well, mostly, apart from the bits where I've been sweating. Oh. Right, we are at the top of the hill. So, the way the Sunnywood Project does these events is they have two groups. They have a running group and a walking group, and it's a looped course, and the walkers go in the opposite way around the loop to the runners. And a few minutes ago, as we were coming out onto the top of the hill, the walkers radioed over to us to say that they could see us, and they were like probably about a mile over that way, and we could just about see them as tiny specks at the far side of the field. They could probably see us because we're all wearing bright colours and they're on top of the hill with the sun shining on us, so they could probably see us quite clearly. I apologise if my framing is not the best on this. I'm still getting the knack of handheld recording. Oh, I'm going to miss a picture. A big group picture. So we're about to go out over to the moors. We'll probably get some wind now, so I might put some music over the footage. So this is Peel Tower. They do open that sometimes, and you can go in and go up to the top apparently. Although I've never seen it open, so. Right. Out onto the moors now. So this is Holcombe Moor. There is a wind farm up here as well. Can't see any of the windmills at the moment. Or turbines, I should call them windmills. So I'm gonna have to watch my feet around here, make sure I don't go over on an ankle or anything. Like I say, it could get a bit windy. So, see you in a bit, guys. So we're on 8.5k so far. How are you finding it?
Loving it.
I think she just managed to put her foot in a load of water as well. So far my feet are dry, so the waterproof socks are going well. You are? Becky's feet aren't dry. I can feel the cold through them though, so that's a bit of a weird feeling. I've got cold feet but not wet feet, so I'll probably report in once we get to the very end. Check how my feet are doing when we get to the end and see whether my feet actually stay dry or not. So we're off again. That is a real test of the waterproof socks. My feet were well and truly in it then. We're climbing again, only a bit. More gates. So I've not been filming quite so much on the way back down. Partly because I'm tired, and partly because I'm having to be very careful where I put my feet. There's been a few muddy sections, a few rocky sections. It's proper trail running this. So the Sunnywood Project do these Conquer the Wild runs once a month. This is the first one of 2025, and then on the other Saturdays in the month they do runs that are closer to sort of 6 miles, 10k thereabouts. They do one longer, slightly more challenging one once a month, and we thought we'd give it a go this time. We're so careful because look at these paving stones. Keep having to be careful not to put my foot in between the paving stones and to keep my centre of balance and over the middle of them. I think they went this way. Hopefully I'm not getting myself lost now. I've lost the group. They're up ahead of me. So yeah, we're on the downward leg. We've done about 11.5 kilometres so far. So probably got about 4.5, 5 to go. And yeah, this has been a lot of fun. Challenging. It's a very different style of running to what we're used to. Oh, we're on a golf course. Gotta beware the flying golf balls. I can just about see running jackets ahead of me. Becky's disappeared, she's left me. I could do with a snack actually, but I'm too out of breath to chew. We might get a break soon. Got a pocket full of flapjacks and things like that. So the goal behind doing this type of run is sort of a secondary goal that I have in running this year, which is to enjoy running for running's sake. So that means not necessarily going out running hard interval sessions all the time. Some of those sessions could be a trail run with some hills. Instead of doing hill reps, just go and find a hill and run up it like we did before. It could be easy running. I would say zone 2, but there's nothing zone 2 about this. Don't really know where I'm going. They've disappeared. I can't see them. Hopefully I'm not getting lost here. Might end up in someone's back garden. I have actually lost everyone. I do not know where they've gone. I'm gonna have to ring them. So I've rung Becky. They're sending someone back to come and find me. I don't know which way they turned off this golf course. We split into 2 groups and I was in the middle of the 2 groups. And I tried to follow the one at the front and obviously didn't catch which turning they took, so. Hey. Right, back with the group. I ended up in between 2 groups, everything sort of split up a bit. I was trying to follow the front group, they turned left, I didn't. But big thanks to Guy, who ran back to come and get me. And then we ended up with a bit of a threshold section running down the Tottington lines. So now I'm very out of breath. But we're back with the group. Fingers crossed for no more antics. And also, thankfully, we're here as a couple, so I could phone her up and get someone to let them know that I've gone missing. Gotta get my breath back now. Even though this bit's on average downhill, it's feeling hard at the minute. So we've got about just over 9 miles down now, and I am walking. Had a bit of a threshold section, trying to catch the group up before, after I got lost. Now my legs are on fire. Watch out, baby. Yeah, so now my legs are on fire. We are on the home stretch. There's about a mile, 1.5k to go, something like that. Then coffee in the cafe, because it wouldn't be a Saturday without a cafe. It's not a park run, but we still need a cafe, right? Better catch them up because Becky's running off and I don't want to get lost a second time, or they'll never want me to come back. We have a bridge coming up. Oh, with some steps. Let's be careful on the steps. I've just seen a sign, the public footpath back to theirs. So we're on the home stretch. Nearly there now. Thank you. Only one slight hiccup with my navigation, or lack thereof. So it's been quite challenging actually. Not used to this kind of running. It's been a really nice day. Everyone's been really friendly and supportive. I think this kind of running would be a good tool in the box for our training this year, and also for our motivation, keeping up with running week on week. Oh, someone's got a fire going here. Oh. Oh. We're back at Bears. This is the start point. And we've done it, 16.1 miles. Well, 16.1 kilometres. You get my miles and metres and kilometres mixed up. Okay guys, we're now back into the warmth of the car. It wasn't too bad when we were out running. Like I said, I ran in a long sleeve t-shirt and I've got a vest on underneath. And I was actually fine while we were out running, but we've just been down to the cafe and had a coffee, and then on the way back from the cafe to the car, I was freezing cold. So I did promise you I'd give you an update on the waterproof socks. So they seem to have gone all right. There's a little bit of dampness in there, which is probably just a little bit of sweat, but my feet don't tend to sweat too much when I run. And there's definitely not as much water in my socks as there would have been had I had normal socks, like somebody.
Yes.
She's basically been running around with her feet in a pond for the last 10k. Yeah, when we were coming down off Holcombe Hill, it was very boggy in places. My shoes were definitely completely submerged in places, and my feet are relatively dry. So yeah, the waterproof socks were a winner. The socks that I've got, there are some expensive brands, but these are Deck Shell, which I found on Amazon. I won't put a link up or anything because I'm not like sponsored or anything like that. They're just something that I wanted to try out because I knew that there would be some boggy parts on this run. Thank you very much to the Sunnywood Project for putting the run on. We had a really nice time, didn't we?
Yeah.
We are booked on to at least one more of their runs in the near future, and I'm pretty sure there will be more to come. So they do a different trail every month when they do these Conquer the Wild runs, but they also do other shorter trails every week. So this will not be the last one that we do. We really enjoyed it. It's a completely different type of running to what we're used to. Uses a whole different bunch of muscles, and it's a skill all of its own. You know, running down hills on uneven terrain, it's, you know, when you're running on the road and you get onto a downhill, you sort of open your stride up and try and let the hill help you. When you're on trails, it's almost kind of like, how short and quick can you do your steps, and how quickly can you plan them so that you're standing on stable ground and keeping control of your pace and things like that. So it is a whole different skill set, but I think it's something that is really going to be a benefit to us in our running this year, is just mixing our running up to keep it interesting.
Yeah.
But also between, you know, going up and down hills and things like that, it's going to help us to build strength in our ankles and in our knees. Hopefully it will help us with some of our weaknesses. As I've talked about on the channel before, I've got weaknesses in my glutes, and that all has a knock-on effect all the way down my posterior chain, and is part of the reason why I ended up with plantar fasciitis last year. And I don't want to end up in that situation again where I can't run for another 2 months, especially not now I'm filming, because this channel it wouldn't be as interesting if I couldn't run. So yeah, really keen to not get injured again this year. And I think runs like this, where you're not really overdoing it on intensity, but using those different muscles to stabilize yourself, I think is going to be a really good addition to our training. As well as, like I said, keeping it interesting, mixing things up a little bit. And as I said when I was on the golf course just before I got lost, I want to enjoy running for the sake of running. We've spent the last 2.5 years building up this skill, and I want to make the most of it and actually go out and enjoy doing it more than just going out doing sessions. As much as I enjoy doing sessions and running quickly and performing well in races, sometimes there's a joy in going out to have a run, not for any reason other than just to enjoy having a run. And I think trails will be a really good addition to that, and hopefully the footage comes out well on the video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Let me know, did you like this stuff? Would you like to see more of it? If you've got any ideas, things you'd like to see us try, give us a shout. I'm up for trying different things. The comment section is there for a reason. I want to hear what you guys want to see. So yeah, thank you very much for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. If you managed to get out running this week, have a good week of running. We'll see you next time. Bye bye.